Welcome everyone! Today we're exploring effective pedagogical strategies for teaching xylophone music to young learners. Our focus will be on simplifying complex musical concepts into clear, manageable steps. This approach considers students' cognitive capacities, drawing inspiration from Ellen Langer's concept of mindful learning. I'll guide you through a step-by-step method that not only helps students grasp the music, but also boost their confidence and rhythmic precision. Let's get started. To begin, it's essential to create a score that aligns with your students' understanding, either a condensed or a through-composed score, depending on the piece and your learning objectives. For this example, I'm using a condensed score, which is ideal for songs with repeating sections, as opposed to through-composed pieces that introduce new material as they develop. As a strategy, I often have students tap their parts with a finger while playing. I start by modeling the notes and rhythm using a xylophone chart. Sometimes I'll demonstrate on a xylophone at the front of the classroom, but not always. While the xylophone is great for developing audiation skills, it doesn't always help students make the visual connection between the notes and the bars on the instrument. This is where the xylophone chart becomes invaluable. It helps students visually map out the notes and understand where to go next on the instrument.
Don't jump from that A to that E to that G, up. Stick to one side for this song. Okay, I would get the bassist to tap that with me a few times, so tap it with me. A, E, G, C,
I apply the same process with the alto xylophone part, and then have both sections tapped together. It's important to identify parts that share the same rhythm and work on them simultaneously.
On the G in the middle, this G, you get a specific one. So altos, tap your G. G, G, D in the middle, G. Altos and basses, tap your part with your fingers. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Second, third, Good.
As the students tap their parts with their fingers, I have them chant or sing their notes, repeated over and over. Singing their parts not only reinforces their understanding, but also aids in audiation and memorization.
A, E, we do that now.
Yes.
So it's A, E, E, G, 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 C, 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 B, A, G. So your rhythm for this part is C, 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 B, A, G. Ba, 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 ba.
C, 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 B, A.
You guys got it over there. Can we tap that part with me slowly with, fingers first. Fingers, 1, 2, here we go. A, E, G, 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 C, C in the middle, C in the middle. Everyone can learn this part. Repeat after me. G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C. G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C. And then 5 kids usually don't say it, and then you have to say it while you tap it, because saying it helps you memorize it. One more time. G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C. Good. I didn't mean that no one helped me hear this thing. I just meant with kids. Your C. G stays the same for the next part. C goes right next door to the B. It's going to be G, B, G, B, G, B, G, B. G, B, G, B, G, B, G, B. B stays the same this time. G jumps down to the E. E, B, E, B, E, B, E, B. And the last one's a bit tricky. C goes down to the biggest one, and B down goes to the G. C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G. And I would have them do it with their fingers slowly, like 5 times in a row. So let's just do it twice in a row. Here we go, G and C. 1, 2, fingers, please.
While one group is working, the other students can either learn the part being focused on or practice their own parts simultaneously. For instance, while I'm concentrating on the alto and bass xylophones, the soprano xylophones and glockenspiels can look ahead at the next section of the piece. This allows them to start figuring out their notes and where to go, especially since the upcoming section is more challenging for them and there's less focus on the alto and bass parts when we get there. Once the students are comfortable with tapping their parts using their fingers, I move on to having them tap with the back sides of their mallets while I play their parts on a xylophone or piano. This step serves as a dual purpose. It allows me to assess whether they are playing in unison and helps to solidify their rhythmic accuracy. The audible clicks of the mallet sticks provide immediate feedback, making it easy to identify if the group is synchronized or if there are areas that still need attention before progressing to full mallet playing.
Great. First time, 1, 2, here we go. G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G, B, G, B, G, B, G, B, E, B, E, B, E, B, E, B, C, G. Back to the beginning. G, C, G, B, E, B, C, G.
After this, we transition to playing with the mallets in the regular position. It's important to carefully observe and listen during this stage, as any inconsistencies in rhythm or note accuracy might require a return to the previous steps for reinforcement. Revisiting earlier exercises ensure that all students are confident and prepared before moving forward.
These are going to be whole notes, so we're just going to be playing it once and counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long notes. Let your hands come up slowly when you're doing tap and lift slow. To the next note, draw that sound out. One more time. 1, 2, here we go. First, 2, 3, 4. Second, 2, 3, 4. Third, 2, 3, 4.
As a teacher, it's crucial to be flexible and responsive to the needs of students. While I've outlined a sequence of steps that can guide students from tapping their parts with their fingers to playing with mallets in a regular position, it's important to recognize that not every step will be necessary in every situation. There will be times when you might skip certain steps, such as using the back sides of the mallets, depending on how quickly your students grasp the material. Your role is to assess where your students are in their learning process and to draw from these strategies as needed. Sometimes, a particular group might need the full sequence to build confidence and accuracy, while other times they might be ready to move directly to playing with the mallets. The key is to be mindful of each student's progress and adapt your approach to support their development effectively. After working through each step, the students are now ready to bring everything together and perform as an ensemble. This is where all the preparation and practice come together in a cohesive performance.
First click, second, third, fourth. First, second, last time. Walk and spiel, get ready on the sheets. Ready? Here we go.
In this session, we explored key strategies for teaching xylophone music, from using visual aids like charts to reinforcing rhythms through tapping and singing. By breaking down complex concepts into manageable steps, you can help students build confidence and play together seamlessly as an ensemble. Remember, the flexibility in applying these strategies allows you to adapt to your students' needs, ensuring a successful learning experience. Thanks for listening, and happy musicking!